Welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into the Legal Practitioners and Bar Councils Act 1973. You know, that piece of legislation that basically decides who gets to wear the black robe and argue in court in Pakistan. We're talking about how the qualifications, the disqualifications, the whole shebang. Think of this as the ultimate guide to becoming a lawyer in Pakistan, but like way more entertaining than reading the actual law itself. We're going to break down the complexities, look at some landmark cases, and maybe, just maybe, have a few laughs along the way. Because honestly, the law can be dry, but it doesn't have to be boring. So buckle up, grab your gavels, and let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk about criminal records. Now you might think this is obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people try to bend the rules. Section 26 of the Act lays down the law. If you've been convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude, say goodbye to your legal aspirations. And what exactly is moral turpitude? Well, it's basically a fancy way of saying being a shady character. We're talking fraud, theft, bribery, things that make your mama say, "What have you done?" And it's not just about being found guilty. Even if you manage to weasel your way out of a conviction, the Bar Council can still investigate and decide if you're a good fit for the legal profession. Take the case of Muhammad Ramzan versus Pakistan Bar Council back in 1986. Ramzan was convicted of, get this, tampering with his own law exam results. Talk about taking shortcuts. The Supreme Court upheld the Bar Council's decision to bar him, basically saying, look, if you can't even follow the rules to become a lawyer, how can we trust you to uphold the law for others? It's like that old saying, those who can't do, teach. Well, in this case, those who can't follow the law definitely shouldn't be lawyers. Next up, let's talk money, or lack thereof. Because if you're drowning in debt, the Bar Council might just see you as a liability. That's right, being declared insolvent can put a serious dent in your legal dreams. Now, I know what you're thinking, Munir, what does my bank account have to do with my legal prowess? Well, the legal profession is built on trust, and if you can't manage your own finances, how can you be trusted with the interests of your clients? The Pakistan Bar Council vs. Muhammad Siddiq case from 1991 really drives this point home. Siddiq, a lawyer himself, was declared insolvent. The Bar Council said, nope, not gonna work, and revoked his license. The Supreme Court agreed, emphasizing that lawyers need to be financially responsible to maintain the integrity of the profession. It's a tough break. But hey, maybe this is a sign to finally start budgeting. After all, those law school loans aren't going to pay themselves. So, you aced your LSATs, you're a financial whiz, and you've never even jaywalked. You're good to go, right? Well, hold your horses there, hotshot. There's still the small matter of age and education. The Legal Practitioners and Bar Councils Act, in all its wisdom, states that you must be at least 21 years old to even think about becoming a lawyer. I know. Some of you are out there changing the world at 18. But hey, the law is the law. And don't think about sneaking in with a fake ID either, because you also need that shiny LLB degree. That's right, no shortcuts here. You got to put in the time, the effort, and the all-nighters in the library. Just ask Abdul Latif. Back in 2011, he tried to argue his way into the legal profession without the required qualifications. The court, in its infinite wisdom, said, "Nice try, but no cigar." Abdul Latif vs. Pakistan Bar Council became a cautionary tale for aspiring lawyers everywhere. Don't try to outsmart the system, because the system will always win. Now let's talk about conflicts of interest, because the law is very clear. You can't serve two masters. Specifically, if you are already rocking a government job or a public position, you can kiss your dreams of being a lawyer goodbye. At least for now. The Act wants to keep things clean, prevent any shady dealings, and ensure lawyers are solely dedicated to their clients, not juggling multiple hats and loyalties. It's like trying to be a judge, jury, and executioner all at once. Not a good look. Just ask Ashraf Raza. In 2010, he challenged this very rule in Ashraf Raza vs. Pakistan Bar Council, arguing that he could totally handle being a government employee and a lawyer at the same time. The court, however, was not convinced. They upheld the law, emphasizing the importance of avoiding conflicts of interest and maintaining the sanctity of the legal profession. So, if you're dreaming of that courtroom drama, you gotta pick a side. It's the law, and honestly, it's probably for the best. Alright, let's talk about something a bit more sensitive, but equally important: mental and physical capacity. Now, before you jump to any conclusions, this isn't about having washboard abs or being a memory champion. It's about ensuring that anyone entering the legal profession is of sound mind and body to carry out their duties effectively. Think about it. Lawyers deal with high-stakes situations, complex legal arguments, and the well-being of their clients. It's a demanding job that requires a sharp mind and the ability to handle pressure. The Act recognizes this and states that individuals declared of unsound mind or suffering from incapacitating physical conditions are disqualified from becoming advocates. The case of Faisal Iqbal versus Pakistan Bar Council from 2014 illustrates this point. Iqbal unfortunately suffered from a debilitating illness that affected his ability to practice law effectively. The court, while sympathetic, upheld the Bar Council's decision to disqualify him, emphasizing the importance of protecting the interests of both the lawyer and their potential clients. Now we come to the big one, the one that can make or break a legal career: professional misconduct. This, my friends, is the legal equivalent of being blacklisted. We are talking about actions that bring disrepute to the legal profession, erode public trust, and basically make you the legal equivalent of a used car salesman with a bad reputation. Think bribery, tampering with evidence, misleading the court, or any other unethical behavior that would make Lady Justice herself shed a tear. The Pakistan Bar Council takes this very seriously, and they have the power to disqualify any advocate found guilty of such misconduct. One of the most high-profile cases involving professional misconduct was Pakistan Bar Council versus Advocate General back in 1988. The Advocate General, a top legal officer, was found guilty of misconduct that shook the very foundations of the legal community. The Supreme Court upheld the Bar Council's decision to disqualify him, sending a clear message: no one is above the law, especially not those sworn to uphold it. Finally, let's talk about citizenship. The Legal Practitioners and Bar Councils Act is very clear. To practice law in Pakistan, you need to be a Pakistani citizen. It's about loyalty, about understanding the intricacies of Pakistani law, and about representing the interests of the nation. Now, there are some exceptions, of course. Foreign nationals with special permission or expertise can be allowed to practice in specific cases, but those are few and far between. For the most part, If you're dreaming of donning that steepos, that black robe in a Pakistani courtroom, you need that green passport. The case of Mansoor Riaz vs. Pakistan Bar Council in 2010 highlighted this very issue. Riaz, a foreign national, challenged the citizenship requirement, arguing that it was discriminatory. The Supreme Court, however, disagreed, upholding the law and emphasizing the importance of national identity in the legal profession. So, there you have it, folks. The ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the disqualifications that could derail your legal dreams before they even begin. We've explored the Legal Practitioners and Bar Councils Act 1973, laughed at some cautionary tales, and maybe, just maybe, learned a thing or two about the law in Pakistan. Remember, the law is a complex and constantly evolving field. What's applicable today might change tomorrow, so it's always best to stay informed, consult with legal professionals, and never ever try to tamper with your own law exam results. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on legal topics. See you next time.